Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just saw the most anticipated movie of the year, and by any means possible, if you loved The Force Awakens, then you have to see The Last Jedi. It is just unbelievably good, and I'm not saying that just to say it's exceptionally written. The action sequences are just stupendous, and the lightsaber scenes are some of my favorite in all Star Wars cinema in the Star Wars universe. I loved the plot was so meticulous, and you thought for a moment that something was going to happen, and they twisted, and I thought, I usually know what's going to happen. I mean, I thought, but I thought, maybe not, and then they pulled the rug from out underneath me, and I thought, really? But there were a lot of things about this film that really gave me food for thought. Especially, I really relate to Rey. I don't know why. But I understand how she feels, just coming into her own and just having this ability and not really understanding it and needing somebody to help her navigate, because, I was overprotected, but, all for the better. It wasn't for a lack of any kind of skill that my mom and dad had. They just, they didn't know what to do, I don't think. And I don't hold it against them, but I am well-rounded despite all that. But the movie itself is just, it's beautiful to look at. You've got a lot of old characters and new characters, and Carrie Fisher is such an emotional role just to see her as Princess Leia for one last time. And there was a scene near the end that, oh my God, I mean, I cried like a baby. I couldn't help it, but it gave me also, I wanted to say this, but it gave me a sense of peace. I have less fear now about something that I had fear of for years. I mean, I still do. I did for a long time. I've always been afraid of death before my dad died. And when, I'm not going to get emotional. But, okay, even if I do, it's okay. But when I walked into the room to see him, it's just like he was at peace, and there was no pain. I mean, I knew I was going to see him on this side of the veil, but we don't understand what's beyond the veil. Some of us do, just only a glimpse, but I'm sorry. I shouldn't cry, but just that one scene in and of itself, near the end, I'm not going to say what it was, but it was very, very emotional and very, very heartfelt. And for me, especially having lost my dad just last year, it hit me, and I thought, it was like God. I know this sounds silly, but it was like God speaking right directly to me. I'm serious, I had a religious experience in this film. I've had religious experiences in films before, but this one, just like, this one, just like, The Force Awakens, this one hit me even harder. But, Carrie Fisher, this was her most graceful bow. And she did just, her role as Princess Leia reprised in this film was just, it was stellar. It was truly spectacular. It was phenomenal. She did such a wonderful job. She would be smiling and dancing on the other side, I do believe. She'd be having a ball. She'd be so happy. And knowing that it was dedicated to her, I think that was just out of respect and just really, really beautiful. But as far as the Star Wars films are concerned, I have to say this has got to be my favorite. And just that beautiful dance between light and dark, I loved it. I mean, it was just so good, and there were a lot of things that were said about hope and the rebellion, and how one of my favorite parts, and I won't say what leads up to this, but failure is the greatest teacher. And I thought, this film, it spoke to me on so many different levels. I mean, there have been a lot of times I have grown a lot, but I have failed quite a bit too. But you can't learn unless you make mistakes. So you know what not to do next time. And you learn from them. It's growth. It's not something bad. Of course, people say, "Oh, you failed." So you failed. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, cry if you got to. It's not bad to cry. It's human. We all have emotions, but it's just the way that it was done is so lyrical, and just that scene. There's so many good things about this film. The Porg are just so cute. And I can see why they are merchandising mogul. And I thought, well, in another film somewhere, Yogurt's just thinking, oh, I lost my opportunity. I could have made merchandise off of them. I know I'm mentioning Spaceballs, but yeah, that's what I thought of too. Just, kind of lovingly kind of parody that, but they're actually a good little plot point, and they're so cute. And of course, BB-8's always so adorable, and he's just so innovative, and he comes through at a pinch too. And Poe, we don't really get to in the first one we don't get to really see Poe shine, but in this one Poe shines, and it's just poetic. Anyway, I love Poe Dameron. He's my favorite little lovable rebel. He's my favorite nonconformist, and and not only that, but he's daggone handsome. Anyway, moving on. As far as movies are concerned, 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars hands down. No kvetching, no there's nothing that's wrong with this film. Mark Hamill is just, I love him. I always have, and so talented. And I'm not gonna say what happens to Luke, but anyway, I thought that his performance was top. He was just there's so many good things about this movie, but I know I'm gushing like a girl on prom night.